Welcome back to another episode of Brown Bagging. Today I am here with Lilly.
Hi.
Amazing actress, just in beautiful room in vibrant and cultural neighborhood, available immediately, and a bunch of other cool stuff. Yeah, let's this is a we're doing a little mystery.
Should I try it first and guess?
You could try to guess.
Okay. This is like what we were talking about with the Diet Cokes.
Wait.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Did you get me a Stella?
I did not.
Oh, I was way off.
We went Modelo.
Huzzah.
We're all Mexican tonight.
Yay.
Wait, are you Mexican?
Yeah, my mom is.
And you're Mexican, right?
Cheers.
Cheers to being Mexican. Finn's Mexican as well.
Yeah, you can't
Famously race swapped Finn. And I'm leaving that in there.
Yum. I love a Modelo. Thank you.
Of course. Happy to have you here. So yeah, you were just in my thing. But you also have a lot going on that I want to get into all of it.
Okay.
But first, I think I want to just recap kind of, or you to talk about when we met, which was basically a year ago.
Yeah, it was.
I remember, and of course share as much or as little as you want, but I remember you telling me that you had kind of stepped away from working as an actor at the time, and then we had done our little thing, which was like obviously not big at all, like a very small, low-key, like kind of 48-hour or whatever kind of thing. But then I feel like since then you've been like on a steady stream, honestly, like up, because
Yeah, thanks.
we had this thing, and then you're in the play, which of course I want to talk about, and then you've got a very exciting project coming up this next week. So I guess talk to me about what it was like stepping back into it, and how did that feel?
I was literally talking to my friend about this today. It felt very, like I finally feel like myself again, which is really nice. If I can do an abridged version of like the whole journey, but like I graduated college and immediately was like working professionally, which was great. And I felt like I set myself up well to work, and I was like getting like co-stars, like got a role in a movie. Like I felt like I was like killing it as far as it, like a working actor in New York. And then COVID happened, which like obviously
Terrible for
like
everyone.
whatever, that's not special. And then after that, I was kind of like, okay, I need to get back, like a day job and like kind of figure out where I'm going now with like self-taping was like really hard for me. Like I like being in the room. And so then.
And that wasn't the norm.
No,
pre-COVID.
like
Really?
unless you were auditioning for like an LA casting office, like I would, like my normal day auditioning used to be like, I would wake up, I worked front desk at like a boxing studio, so I would work like 6 a.m. to like 10 a.m. or something. And then if I had auditions, it was like I would go to FiDi, and then I would go to Midtown, and like I'd have my sides with me, and I would go up to like the casting directors and be like I used to intern at a casting office, and so like when I'd see them, I'd be like, oh my God, Angela, it's so good to see you. Like how was your summer? Like I had such a one-on-one relationship with all these New York offices, and then that was like taken away from me. And self-taping is just like a whole different, like you have to watch yourself like over and over and over again, and it's like you have to figure out your framing, and like you send it out and you don't get any feedback. So like if I filmed something that's a certain tone of a movie, like if I researched a director, I was like, okay, I think that like this is the tone they're going for. I send that tape. If I was in the room, they might have been like, hey, it's actually going to be like more of a dark comedy.
There was actual communication that could happen, right.
So then you could take the note, or whatever. Now it's just like,
you send it in the. I mean, I've been on the opposite end receiving those.
Yeah.
And then I saw them also just kind of get sent off into the void, which I didn't realize that wasn't the norm.
No, and so that was hard for me. And then, right when things felt like they were opening back up, my dad actually got diagnosed with ALS. Everyone wants to pour one out. Thank you. So and I'm from Texas, so I had to fly home, I wanted to fly home every month to see my dad, to help take care of my dad. So I did that for 3 years, and I like couldn't work. And like even if I could, it was like I just like couldn't. I had book out dates all the time. Like I would be auditioning and I would get a call back, but I would be in Texas and I would have to say no. Like it was just like all really hard, which I would do over again. But like, yeah, I felt like my hands were tied. And so then when I met you, my dad
Which
had
is
just
like literally
passed.
like a year
Yeah.
basically to this day.
Yes.
Or like this week or something.
Actually, yeah, it probably
Yeah,
was this
I
week.
think so.
That's so funny. Yeah. Oh, happy 1 year anniversary,
Yeah,
Jesse.
Cheers to that. Cheers to that.
So anyway, so then I met you, and then it changed my life. No, so I got to come back to New York, and like obviously I'm still deeply sad and dealing with like grief, but I'm like I can finally work again. Not only is like my like I'm time-wise available to stuff, but like I genuinely feel like I had a block, like truly just for like survival of like emotion. Like it was really hard to act when I was like dealing with that in my life.
Because you couldn't allow yourself to feel the.
Yeah,
or
it
else
was
would've been too
hard.
much.
And I don't think I realized that until like now, that I was just gripping so tight to not like have a breakdown constantly. So I think this is literally not what I thought we were going to be talking about, but I mean, I'm happy to talk about it. Yeah, so like, anyway, so then I met you, and then we did that short, and I was like, I can finally like dive headfirst into acting again. Like I felt very like limited before, and it was so nice meeting like other people in the like industry. Like y'all are my friends, but like I feel like I also hadn't really immersed myself into like community as much either because I was never here. So it really was nice to come back, immediately do a project with you and like Andre and like everybody, and then work together again. And then I was available to do a play, which was like also had been limited because I couldn't. Plays are long.
Yes.
And like you have to commit a lot of your time to
Right.
them, and I hadn't been able to do that. So like that was nice, and also to tell my agents like I'm in New York, like I'm not going anywhere.
Right.
So like you can submit me for whatever. Yeah.
And so the play, which was it just closed, is that correct?
Yes, it like
or not closed, but there is a hiatus.
Yes.
But then you obviously won't be reprising your role.
yes.
Because you'll be doing another project, which we'll get to. But how was that? I mean, at the time, this will probably go up in October or something. But you were in Over the Moon, a play by Matthew Gazda.
Yeah.
Who, honestly, I didn't realize. I guess with the press that he's gotten, a lot of people that like are like in the industry or whatever, but like aren't in New York, also know about him, which was surprising to me. But I guess what was that like? Have you worked with him before? What was the experience of being in that play like?
Yeah, I worked with him on a different play in 2021. That was a very different experience because it was just me and one other actor in that show. This show was like so fun because it was like a new play, so like no one had worked, like we were all originating the roles. And the other play I was in had been done before.
I see.
And everyone in it was so talented and like so funny and so like.
It's a great show.
Thank you. It was so fun. Like I just really had so much fun. And especially doing theater, you want to like the people you're working with.
If you're spending
like,
so much goddamn
it's
time
so
with
much
them.
time, and you're backstage together in like a little tight like room and like.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially in the BCT.
Oh yeah, especially when you're in like a hot, sweaty like loft in Greenpoint. You want to
Right.
like the people you're with. Yeah, it was so fun. But it was exhausting. Like I'm tired.
Yeah. How many shows did you do? It's got to be like at least 15 or 20,
At
right?
least 15. I don't know if we did 20. It was probably like 15.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm exhausted. I forget how bad like live theater is. Not bad, but it's like it fucks with your body. Like
That's
you're
true,
Just, like
yeah,
my
yeah.
sleep schedule's messed up.
Right.
Like I was so sore all the time. Like it was crazy. But it was really fun.
And on the subject of the play, kind of I guess zooming outward a little bit, I'm curious, kind of something that I've been thinking about a lot, just generally, and then also specifically because I think we have a lot of overlap as far as people that we know and people that we've worked with, or like whatever, or we could call our colleagues, or what we could describe as the scene, if you will. Do you consider yourself part of the scene, or do you think you're just kind of? Because I feel like I say this because I've been to plenty of parties at BCTR that like are completely unrelated to the show that you were in, or like they'll just be like random happenings.
Yeah.
And then it's always you meet the kind of same people that are in the circle, and then there's obviously like the larger kind of downtown scene that also has a lot of overlap with the theater company. I'm curious how do you think you
Where
fit
do I
in?
fit in? I This is I need to like zoom out almost. Like I feel like my whole life I've had like friends. Like I keep a lot of different kinds of friends, but like my main friends always were like not actors or film people or like theater. Like I did theater in high school, but I had like my friend group, like no one did theater. Like I was just the random person in theater.
Okay.
Like that's always been kind of my social life, I guess. So I don't consider myself a part of any sort of like I'm not like a mainstay in any group necessarily.
Right.
But what I wanted to do when I like got back to New York and was like, I'm here, was like I wanted to become like ingratiated in like friend groups that do stuff. Cause like I was missing that part of my life a lot. And I think for whatever reason I'd put up like even in college, I was like in a BFA program, but like I was in a sorority. So I was like doing,
Separate.
I did other stuff. But yeah, I love all those people. I love theater. Like I just love meeting new people. And I feel like once you become attached to like a certain group or like, not even attached, but just like I was just in a show. So then it like introduced me to this whole world of people that I've never met before.
Right.
Because they all came to the show. Because they all knew about either like the
even
playwright or the
outside
space
of the
or like
people that were working on it.
yeah, like it just became like this cool, like every night after the show I could meet like new people and like that was so fun for me. And to talk about like sometimes I feel like that is because I have friends that don't necessarily do like film, I then get to like nerd out with people or like I get to like, we get to make references that are like probably incredibly pretentious, but like we'll know what we're talking about.
We could do that.
Yeah.
We could do that.
Yeah. So like downtown scene though, I'm like, I don't know, I've kind of aged. I was like a real party girl, I think, for a long time. I think
We've all been there.
Yeah, like I think I'm exhausted. So I'm not necessarily like I don't need to be the last one out. I don't need to be like the cool thing anymore. Like I'm kind of like, if I find myself in cool spaces, like that rocks, but I don't, if you asked me like 2 years ago, like, yeah, I was pretty fucking cool, but I don't know if I am anymore.
Well, that's the thing I think that I'm curious about, and just like generally that I've been thinking about personally is like, what is the level of like, when we think of like the word scene, it's like, we think of like, I don't know, like early 2000s New York with like, there was a huge music thing going on and like, or like the 60s and 70s in the art world where like, yes, there was obviously like a social hierarchy, but like it seemed like people were doing things that, people were doing a lot more.
Yeah.
Like everyone was kind of doing something. And then I feel like, and I don't even think I'm being a hater when I say this because you could just see people tweet about this online all the time, but just like any scene, whether it be here or in LA or just any like major metropolitan area that has young people, I feel like it's less of like, I feel like it's less become about, oh, we're like making stuff and more like, kind of like what you just said, which is like, oh, we're hanging out.
Yeah.
Whereas like, I feel like, you know, prior that word, like that idea encompassed something that was more about, yes, we're hanging out, but we're also like actually actively trying to make something where I feel like nowadays it's like, I have a lot of respect for Gazda because he's actually doing shit. Like he's constantly been doing shit for the last however long.
A long time.
You know, and even before having the theater company, he's been working, and I deeply respect that. And like another like personal anecdote that I'll say, I won't name anyone because it's not even that important, but I had a.
This feels like juicy.
It's a little well. It's like it's like a very minor thing that was just kind of something that I noticed retrospectively. But I like worked on this project about a year ago for this girl who's like mildly Twitter famous, like in that scene. She had made a film before and it was like kind of notorious or whatever in some online spaces. And then I, with some other friends, Alex and Asher, decided to help out with the next thing that she was doing. The whole thing ended up just being kind of a mess, and it's not coming out.
I can't wait to like know who this is. Don't say it right now.
It's not. I mean, I don't think she's gonna see it, but
don't put this in there. No, not you talking. I'm saying
it's fine.
whatever. I just like.
Well, the thing is like it's never gonna come out, and like she said it out loud on Twitter that it's not coming out. So it's like the project's scrapped. But basically, like my ex's coworker, we had like met a couple times, and like she was like, I don't know if she just didn't like me or like kind of gave me the cold shoulder the first couple times we hung out. And then like whenever, like 5-6 months later when I decided to do this project, I told my ex, and then my ex told the coworker, and then like instantly was like texting my ex like, oh my God, that's so cool. What the hell? Like, I didn't know that he knew people like that. What the hell? Like, I love these people. And then like we hung out maybe like a month or two later, and like there was like a huge attitude flip. And I was like, you did not act like that the last time I saw you.
Right.
And I guess all that to say is like, I feel like the scene now has kind of become less about, it's become more about like social politics than it is about like, hey, we're like a group of writers, or hey, we're a bunch of actors, or hey, we're whatever, XYZ artists. And it's more just become like, yeah, we hang out and we go to Paul's and we whatever, we have tables here and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And I'm curious like what your assessment of that statement is, having been, I guess, on both sides of it, being like working in it in a space where people would consider that kind of sceney, and then also like hanging out. What's your read on it?
I think this is, I don't know. I think there's always, well, okay, I think there was like a big boom probably after COVID that was like,
Right.
we just are craving like hanging, like having like a creative, it's like a third space. Like you're just craving like people who are either like-minded or even not, or like people who do the same stuff as you, and like you want to hang out, and like, so I think that like it started becoming like professional places, then became more social too, because it was just like we were like craving connection. So like there's always gonna be people that are like hanging around that aren't necessarily even like contributing, they're just like there
Orbiters.
to be there. Yeah. Which is like whatever, like cool.
Yeah.
But I think I like having friends who do different things, literally because I don't want to talk about work all the time, or like I don't want to be like, oh, that person knows like this person, and so we need to show face at this party.
It's so exhausting.
No, it does become like incredibly exhausting, but it's also then sometimes alienating. Like it's hard to tell people sometimes too that like, oh, I have to like go get drinks with these people because like I want to work with them.
Right.
But then there's like a line of like, well, that's social. Like if I have like friends who work in finance, they're like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, well, it's like imagine it's like taking your clients out or something. Like you have to sort of do that too. So then in like the line, that's why I'm like, I have to take a step back. Like if I'm like with like a certain group for too long, and then I'm like, I need to go like touch grass with my friends who like, honestly though, most of my friends work in fashion. So like,
that's not too far.
That's arguably like
it's kind of it's also like maybe worse.
It's 100% worse.
It was just
but you know what's
fashion
fun
week?
about that is that I get to go to like events and just
right,
be like,
right.
I get to be the hanger on. Like
yeah,
I get to be like the person that's not actually like invited,
Right,
but it's
right.
just kind of there.
Kind of there.
Yeah, and a lot of my friends
watch.
work in music too, which I've
Also
I'm
similar.
an amazing +1. If you're watching, invite me to stuff. But yeah, I like a lot of my friends work in music, so like I'm often at like music events too, and I'm just like, I see them sort of like running their game, and I'm like, that's so funny, because
Right.
like my game's like different. It's like the weirder kids are doing like theater, and like the cooler kids are doing like music.
Yeah.
Or like fashion, I don't know.
But then it's all kind of, I
weird.
feel like the structure is all kind of the same. Like the social
Yes.
hierarchy is all very simple, because it's all creative.
Yeah.
I feel like.
But I don't like to like I don't necessarily need to get too involved, like either socially or like even romantically. Like I really like to like keep work, like I like to have different worlds where I can like insert myself.
Right.
And like I never want any like work related anything to be like messy or like or like dramatic or which I think tends to happen some like with yeah.
It's good to have separate circle. Like, I mean, for instance, the first, I guess, like inaugural episode. I don't know if we'll post that, but we did it just with my friend, my high school friend, Julius. He's a lawyer. He's a corporate lawyer.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Good for him.
And
He's
obviously,
making a lot
like,
more money than us.
oh yeah, definitely. I've been making him pay for stuff. Thanks, Julius, if you're watching this.
Thanks, Julius.
But no, it's definitely good to keep, and I think like that's also part of why I thought about that kind of thing a lot. Just the idea of like the scene is because like I personally also have, like exactly what you said. Like I have people who work in the business and people who don't, and then people who work kind of adjacent, like aren't doing the exact same thing. But then it's like, I feel like it is kind of not even like the downtown scene in general, but just like kind of New York in general. can be a little bit of a black hole that
Yeah.
you get sucked into, you know, socially.
But you know what's so funny? It's like, because I have like people doing different stuff, like, and I dated guys who like are finance, like do like watch football every Sunday, like that's like their thing. Like that's like, yeah. It's so funny because them and their friends think that like the film guys are so fucking lame, and like whatever party y'all are doing is lame, but then y'all think what they're doing is so lame. Like New York is such a bubble that like everyone's being lame at each other.
Yeah.
Nothing's cooler than anything.
It's
because
true.
like
It's true.
there's
It's all
gonna be
relative.
someone that thinks what you're doing is really fucking cool, and there's gonna be someone that thinks what you're doing is really fucking lame. So like that's why I like try not to take myself too seriously, or like what we're doing too seriously, because it's like someone thinks this is like the coolest thing ever, and someone thinks that this is really, really like loser behavior.
Yeah.
And if you can just exist like somewhere in the middle of that, then like you'll at least I feel like at peace.
Right. You just you gotta hedge your bets a little bit, not
Yes.
put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just to like check in and be like, okay. Like it was honestly nice going back to Texas every month. Not nice. It was like incredibly traumatic and the saddest thing in my life. But I got to go back to like my home. I'm from Austin, so I'm not even from like a small town. But like going back and seeing all my high school friends and like my family and like how people live in Austin is like very different than here.
Right.
And so like every month I got clocked with like, okay, there's like more like
There's more to
there's
it
not
than this.
than like Manhattan and like 3 neighborhoods in Brooklyn.
Right,
like we're
right.
not. There's like more stuff.
There's more to life.
Yeah,
There's more to
yeah.
life.
So like that was nice. So I feel like I came back with almost like a, like I feel like I'm looking for the right word. That's not like I'm not enlightened because I'm definitely like not there. But like I came back with sort of a
new perspective.
yeah, a new perspective
Yeah,
where I'm like, not this is like not that serious.
Right.
But also it's really cool.
It is cool to
So
have.
like you think
It
that
is
you
cool to
should
have.
be cool, but also be like, okay.
Right.
Did any of that make
No, that
sense?
makes perfect sense.
Okay, cool.
And
I'm
I
talking with
think
my hands a lot.
this is an interesting segue into. I wanted to ask. So I'm obviously no details, NDA and whatnot, but you are about to leave the city for a month to work on a feature. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Have you ever booked out of like on location work like that before?
No.
So this is your first time like
Yeah.
shooting away.
Yeah.
What does that feel like?
I don't think it's hit me yet. I closed the show 2 days ago, and like until then I was just like, my mom. This is so like lame, corny. It's not lame. It's sweet. My mom's always like one thing at a time because I get very overwhelmed by like. I'm pretty type A. Like I like to know like what I'm doing like next week. Like I want to know what I'm doing on like Friday, on Monday. And so I'm really trying to be like one thing at a time. So like today I was like, okay, I can like now think that I'm going because I had this other project and like I'm meeting like, with my acting coach. I like have gone through the script a couple times. Like I'm meeting with the director. Like now I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, it feels crazy. I'm like really excited. I feel like I'm going to summer camp, which like
It's kind of like it's like
yeah.
fall and then
Yeah.
can we say that it's Utah?
yeah, like I'm going out west.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a great experience. Yeah, it feels like the right next thing to happen, like career-wise. Like I feel the perfect amount of excited and like nervous, but not overwhelmed.
Right.
So like that, yeah.
What kind of roles are you interested in? Obviously, like I know, we're both kind of at the early stages where we're just kind of doing whatever we can and want to.
Yeah.
But I guess like what's a role or a character or just like an idea that draws you? And I guess like the broader question that I'm curious about with anyone that's an actor, because I think like I used to act a little bit and I just kind of was like, I can't do this. Like I can do the other thing, but I can't do this. And I think like being an actor is a very specific thing, and you have to have a very specific demeanor and energy and kind of perspective on the world. But like what drew you to acting? I guess you answer that in whatever order.
Okay. I can say what drew me to acting. Well, psychologically, if we should unpack it, I'm a middle child.
Okay.
So like I needed attention probably.
Okay. Is that right?
It's like if I have to go back,
yeah.
like I have to go back to like 5th grade. I was like the lead in my 5th grade play, and I was like, but I always had a weird fascination with New York. Like I'd never been to New York in my life, and my parents like, I don't think my parents had even been to New York.
Oh, wow.
Whatever. I don't know. That might be a lie. But I was like obsessed with New York. And I also used to, probably to where I was like a little too old to do this, but like I loved like pretending, but on like a really high level.
Okay,
Like I loved,
super elaborate.
Yes, like I really liked like creating a full scenario, like in my room, like a persona and like and I still to this day, like I kind of like to, it's not code switching obviously, but it's like I like to like try on different personalities for like different scenarios or like different like groups of people or just like, I think it's like fun. So then I was like, okay, I want to act because I want to like do this in front of people.
Right.
Yeah, so then I did like theater and it was like I always tell people, I'm like, it was what I was really good at. Like that was just what I was good at. I played volleyball too, I was bad at that, but.
So you're like, all right, volleyball or theater? It's like, all right, I guess it's theater.
Yeah, but I just like knew, I was like, this is like just what I'm gonna do. Which sounds crazy because I was like a good student, like I was like, and my parents were never worried because they were like, you're such a try-hard that like, you'll probably make it work.
That's,
like,
at least they had faith in you.
No, they really, I mean, they still like, yeah, like they were 100% down with like, and I was the only person at my like unified auditions that didn't, real ones no unifieds. That's like, it's where you have to go audition for colleges and they're all in like one, it's like all in one place.
Oh, I have heard about this.
It's so scary. But I was like the only person in a lot of my audition groups that didn't go to like really expensive, like fancy, like theater camp.
Performing arts schools?
Or like performing arts schools, or I never even did like a summer stock. Like I literally just did the play at my at my public high school. And like that was, and I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? But
you made it.
But it ended up fine.
Right,
so whatever.
right.
But yeah, so that's why I wanted to act, I guess, if that's even an answer. It's more of a calling, I guess.
Yeah.
And then your other question was,
what roles excite you?
Oh.
Like when something comes across, and of course, like I'm sure you get a lot of bullshit. I think we talked briefly another time about like getting like those vertical soaps and shit.
Oh my God.
No, not for you. I heard they pay well.
They probably do. I don't think they're union jobs, which is also I'm in the union, but I'm also like, I'm not. That's like, there's something sketchy about it.
No, I agree. It's all. Well, it's
I
like,
don't know.
It's like Chinese money. It's like
if they become a new frontier, I didn't say any of that, and like I'm very interested. But yeah, what kind of roles am I interested in? I'm really excited to do a film. Like I would love. Like I think there's something theatrical about film where like you're on like a set every day with the people and you're following an arc of someone and like.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think.
And you get to see the whole thing at once and like figure out like how to get there. So like I'm really excited about that. I've done like comedy stuff, which I really like. Like my audition for this film was a lot of improv, which I just kind of did. And I think they liked it because they cast me.
Yeah.
But
they must have.
Yeah, but like I like doing that sort of thing. Theater, I mean like I really like Shakespeare.
Really?
Yeah.
I would not have guessed that.
Really? Yeah.
No disrespect. That's actually not disrespectful at all.
It's just like,
no. I feel like there's a kind of very specific kind of actor that likes that.
I
did not
love Shakespeare. I would love to play Helena in Midsummer in like a really cool like site-specific.
Oh, like at the outdoor theater and Shakespeare in the Park kind of vibe?
Maybe like in a park or like just somewhere that has like nature. Maybe like somewhere upstate. Like I think that would be really cool. I love Helena because she's like an ingenue, but she's also like, I'm kind of awkward. Like that's kind of her vibe.
I read that in middle school and I did not revisit it, so I cannot remember.
Fair. I think I would be really good because of how low my voice is. There's a lot of Shakespeare women that have to cross-dress like in the show. It's like in 12th Night. Like I think one of those roles would be awesome.
So you're more drawn to the comedic side of things?
Yeah, I like both. The only thing I'm not interested in is like body horror. Like I don't want to do a horror movie. Like I don't want to do.
Like any horror movie or specifically?
I mean, I would obviously love to do like an Ari Aster film, but I wouldn't do like I don't want to do Saw. Like even if it's a fat check, like I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
and I also mentally don't want to go there.
Right.
Like
you don't like Possession?
Like as a concept?
No, the movie.
Oh,
Have
no,
you seen the
no,
movie?
I mean I don't like possession as a concept.
Okay. Oh, I see. Have you seen the film?
No,
Okay,
because
okay,
I
okay.
won't. I'm not fucking going there. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not. I grew up really
You won't
Catholic.
even watch it. Okay.
And I'm
okay.
like, that's real. Like, we're
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
I'm
That's
not.
something a possessed person would say.
You think I'm possessed?
Maybe this is all just an
elaborate.
elaborate ruse
Maybe.
to exercise you.
No, like that. But like chill up my spine. Like, I don't like. No. I have auditioned for things where I have to. Recently, I had an audition for a horror movie where I had to like scream, and I put a note on my door that was like, "I'm an actor.
You're okay.
I'm filming an audition. Like, I'm okay."
Right.
Because I live by myself too, and I was like, they're gonna think that like
Something bad
something's
is
happening like in the middle of a Tuesday. But yeah. So like I like comedy, but I like family. Like I'm really interested in like interpersonal like family relationships.
You think you could do like a Malik kind of movie?
Oh, that would be a dream.
That would-
You
I
know,
don't
he lives
know.
in Austin.
Right.
Yeah, my dream is to do or either work with Terrence Malick or Richard Linklater in Austin, Texas, and do a film in like my neighborhood, and not even a film. I want to do like a trilogy of films. Like
you really want to.
yes,
You want to get that contract.
and I want one of them to be kind of like Dazed and Confused vibes, but then the second one can be like song to song. Like we can do like
Okay.
like we can switch.
switch the vibe up.
Yes, it's so funny in Song to Song. Natalie Portman's like at my middle school, like in that
Right,
movie,
yeah.
and they're like she grew up in like a shitty neighborhood, and it's like like it's my neighborhood that I grew up in. I'm like,
Just
okay.
like that's fucked up to say. That's not correct.
Oh, yeah, anyway, those are like my dream scenarios, but
Those are good picks. Those are good picks. Speaking of like auditioning and doing random crazy shit, like having to scream for a self-tape, what's kind of been like your most memorable audition, self-tape, or I guess we could just expand it to like on-set working moment.
well, like crazy good. I had
Or anything that just like anytime if somebody asks you like what's the craziest thing that happened to you.
Oh my
on
God.
set?
Well, okay, so I had a callback for a Judd Apatow movie when I was still in college. It was like the week I graduated college. And I had to skip class to go to it. And it literally was me improvising with Judd Apatow. And like, that was it. And
that was the whole thing.
yeah. And I like left and I was like, this is insane.
Was he in the movie or was he just?
No, he was like running the callbacks. It was crazy. It was
That's
nuts.
crazy.
So that was sick. But then like bad. Like I had to self-tape such like, they make you do sometimes the most insane things. And you're like I'll get a scene that's literally like me doing like kung fu, like getting stabbed by a monster, and it's all action. And they're like, okay, now put that on tape in your apartment.
That's so. Well,
The one I was screaming, I was giving birth. Was like I was giving birth to like a demon, and like I just
and they
had
wanted
to,
that on self. As
yeah,
a
as
self-tape.
a round one audition self-tape.
That's like-
but you just have to do it, and like I mean, it's kind of fun, like in a way, but it's also like my friend will come over to help me, and we'll be like,
What the
how
hell?
are we supposed to do this?
And it's also like, is that really the scene that like you need to see from me in my apartment?
In the initial audition too, because I'm like,
Right.
what if you watch like 2 seconds of this and you're like, we're gonna go with a blonde,
yeah, right,
and I'm
which
like,
sure
okay, so
they're
I just
still
screamed in
doing.
my apartment for like 8 hours.
Right.
For that.
I have seen, something that I've seen a lot recently is a lot of actors like going super elaborate with self-tapes.
Oh, like going to like a real, like if I was supposed to be in the park, like coming here and like
Yeah,
filming
yeah,
something.
and like doing the blocking like full out, and then like I don't know. Well, again, I don't know if we're suspending the disbelief so that it's like they're just making content for TikTok, or if they're actually sending
No, people do that.
those tapes in. But then I'm like, because I remember when I used to work at a management company, and I would get the submission letters from the casting offices. They would be very strict about like white background, blue whatever,
Right.
slate, full body slate. Do not do anything else. You have to make sure that like it's not like a white wall with like your bathroom door. It's like you need to get the gray whatever
the
psych
backdrop.
wall. Yeah. So then I'm like seeing now like, okay, there's people like going basically like making like 60-second short films for these self-tapes. And I'm just like, what is like, what are we doing here?
No one knows is the thing.
That's kind of what I,
Like,
kind of
because
what
sometimes that work, it literally just depends on you. Like, sometimes that works, apparently, and sometimes it does, like, sometimes though you'll get a breakdown that's like, film here, like they'll give like super clear instructions, and then it's like, you don't want to go
right,
rogue with
anything
it.
outside of that.
But, like, also though, as an actor, at some point you get kind of fed up and you're just like, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. And so then you just do it. But then sometimes that like comes across
Okay.
perfect for the
Oh,
role
really?
or something. And you're like, I mean, even in the job that I'm about to go work on, like I told you, I improvised. Nowhere did they say like improvise.
Oh, so you just did that yourself?
I was like, I was like, it's a comedy. It's like a teen comedy. There's
How
gonna be
off-
improvisation
Right.
probably.
How off book did you go? Like percentage-wise?
Well, like I didn't, like I stuck to like the sides, but like the beginning, I was just talking.
Okay.
And like
You were just
whatever.
talking.
And like then the first line came in and I was like, okay, kind of do the scene, sort of like add my own stuff, but not stray too far. And then at the end I was like, I did my own like mini scene of just like what I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
But like
It worked. It
yeah,
worked in
and that worked. But
situation.
like sometimes though they're like, well, you can research it though, and you're like, this director like is a word perfect guy. Or like if I'm auditioning for theater, then I'm like, I need to adhere to the playwright's words
Right.
until someone tells me that I don't have to. But yeah, I honestly I don't do any like rogue filming unless it's a commercial and some like if they're like
Is that where they...
if it's like if I'm supposed to be in a kitchen, like I will film in my kitchen and I'll just be like, I'm eating
Well,
this
like
thing.
for the one where you were giving birth, were you just standing there?
No, I was like laying back sort of on like a bench and like screaming.
Jesus
and
Christ.
like that, and then I had to pick up the baby at one point, and I just like wrapped a blanket up and like, we're doing like full, like my friend had a tape
Yeah.
the other day. It was for Spring Awakening actually, so like we had to use like a whip. Like he brought over a riding crop because in Spring Awakening there's a scene where he's getting like hit.
Okay.
And I literally am reading lines with him while the camera's going, while I'm like looking at him and I'm like hitting my bed with the whip so that he can react to like being like it's clownery.
Yeah,
what
a
we're
little bit.
doing.
That is kind of like
Yeah.
exactly what it... That's really funny.
So next time you have a project where you're holding auditions, be kind to the
I think I'm
actors.
kind. I think I...
Don't make them do
Well,
any
okay,
crazy shit.
let's talk about the web series now,
Okay.
because I think you and a bunch of other people have told me about all the ridiculous sides that you've gotten, and I feel like for my thing, I was just like, I mean, obviously this project was pretty straightforward as far as like it's just usually just people talking or moving around, but I was just like, okay, like if I want to see how you act, I'm just gonna give you the most important scene
Yeah.
in the thing and see how you do it. And so I was just like, I don't know where these people in these the legit casting agencies are like, yeah, I want you to scream 5 times.
But that's the
like,
most
handle a
important
baby.
scene of the movie.
Do you think so?
For that project, probably.
Okay.
Like, yes, but also being on the other side of it, it's
Mm-hmm.
like, I would never give that. It's like a first.
Right, it's like the
Read.
first time.
Because
That's,
like you want to see what that
crazy.
person's like.
Right. And like just them screaming. It's like maybe what if you have a great scream, but you can't act for shit.
Right.
Like
yeah.
maybe you're just really good at like physical thing, but like once it comes to the dialogue, it's like you just like I don't know, flat.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember auditioning for the series and my friend was helping me tape and I think I sent in 2 takes. That's also what I do too. I'll send in like 2 takes because you can't ask like what the tone.
Right,
Like
right,
for
right.
your project, I was like, I know you, and I know like what you make. I've worked with you before, but I was like, I still can't tell like completely what you were going for. With my character at least. So
Right.
I did 1 take that was just like my original like read on the scene, and then my friend was like, now do a take where like you like murdered the shit out of his roommate.
Right.
And you're like not, and you can't tell him. So then the second take I sent in was like with that secret like in my head. And I was like, it has to be one of these 2 things.
Right. And that's exactly what I said in the callback.
Exactly.
This
So
is
then I was
great.
like,
This is
okay,
a
so
great
now we're
read.
like mind melding and like
Right.
I'm right for this. But like
Right.
sometimes you do that and it's not right.
Yeah. What I remember afterwards, after we like finished the casting process, you expressed how excited you were, which obviously like, I mean, of course I would hope that anyone that I work with is excited about the things that I'm doing and I'm having them on for, but I feel like you especially, out of everyone, were like, I love this role, I love this script. What about it was interesting and exciting to you?
Yeah, I was so excited. I think, and I've referenced this to you before, but I had just watched Search Party, which like
Yeah.
is I think one of the best shows that's come out in the last like, I guess it came out a while ago, but like whatever, 10 years. And I love a show where like it's almost genre bending and like where you don't know if like the person you're watching is a reliable narrator. And that's what I was like really excited about
Right.
as an actor, because it's like, so then we can do this a bunch of different ways.
Yeah.
And like,
No.
is he crazy or like is the world crazy or is it
Or
both?
is it you?
Or am I crazy? Or is like, what's happening? Like, is there a conspiracy? And I was like, that's like fun to me.
Right.
And I also like the idea of the character Maddie just being like I knew there was something more there, but being just like a girl that doesn't want to engage with anything too much, because like for fear of connection, but then at the same time craving like companionship.
Right.
I was like, oh, I know who that is, and like I've probably been that at one point. Like it's yeah, and I just like anything that's like really set in New York City.
Right.
Like
yeah,
we need
it is,
like
it
the
is.
society is craving like girls 2.0.
Are you saying that I made girls too?
No.
I don't think I did. I don't think I
don't
I think I could
so.
take a crack at it,
This
but I
could
don't.
be your magnum opus. I'm kidding.
Well, I hope not. I
No,
fucking-
it's a great show, but I just like I like anything where New York City is like a character.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Well,
I feel like this
that's
had
interesting
that.
that you say that, because I think me and Clay, the DP, who's a very close collaborator of mine, we kind of from the jump were like, and I don't know if you feel, having watched it, we watched the preview screening. We took the approach of like, yes, we're New York, but we want to make it look like as ugly and as bland as possible, while still like maintaining kind of the archetypical things that make it very easy to recognize that we're in New York. Did you feel that?
Yes, yeah.
That it was ugly?
My favorite part of all the shots of like Max walking are when it's all the For Lease signs. Like when it's like he's always in front of an empty fucking building, which
Yeah.
like I think is so fun.
That shot was a pain in the ass
Really?
to get.
But that's like it's so New York though. It's
It is.
things are gross and like
Right.
it's all like every building's empty. It feels like a ghost town sometimes, but then like other times you're like, this is the most magical place on earth,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you step in garbage. Like it's just like that is so true.
Yeah.
To living here.
Right. What was, so I asked Dylan the same thing, but I like feedback. I like critical feedback. I think it helps me. I mean, maybe I like it a little bit too much, but I think it helps me a lot just to grow as a director and writer. Best and worst experience of working with me through either project. Like, I mean, obviously the first one was super low key.
Right.
And this most recent one was a much bigger undertaking. But between either, what was your most fond and your least fond?
I don't have like, I mean, honestly, I had a really good experience, but I feel like, this is funny. It's not even necessarily negative, but it was just something I had to get used to.
Yeah.
When you give notes, or like not even notes, like direction,
Yeah.
the way you phrase it is, I feel like you would do this.
Do I do that?
Yes, which is funny because at first I was like, how the fuck do you know how I feel? But like, I wasn't gonna like fight you on it, but you would be like, and it was never like I would prefer that than like the way other people sometimes talk, but like, it's like we do something one way and you go, so I feel like you would not be into him, and I'm like, okay, but just the way it's phrased, I'm like, okay, so
How does that?
you feel like I wouldn't?
How
Like,
does
I
that
feel like-
normally? Well, I feel like that is. I can't remember. I mean, I black out every time. Like I don't remember anything. So I definitely don't remember like.
Am I explaining this well?
No. I know. I think. Well, what I think is maybe that you're saying is it like the way that I say it?
No, yes,
Or
it's
is it
never
like
the
what I'm
notes.
at- okay,
No, it's never
okay,
what
okay.
you're actually saying, and it's not like it's never the direction. But you say like I'm trying to think of what it is, but it's like you say it in a way where you're like your character feels like, or like you feel like you would do it like this.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, wait, okay, so like you're like.
I think I'm speaking to you as the character, maybe.
Yes.
Or like from a meta.
Yes, like
yeah.
you're like so you're feeling inside, and I'm always like, okay, so what? But
But then how does that in other times get communicated to you?
it'll just be like, I don't know, more like action based or like.
Okay.
Or like do like you hate him. Go.
Yeah.
But the way you say it's almost sweet. Like it's almost like therapy speak, but at the same time it's like
Don't accuse
you
me of
wouldn't
that. Come
do
on.
that. Yeah. And I'm like, okay. I don't think that's bad though. It's just funny.
No, that's. I genuinely don't remember. I mean, the only notes I remember are the ones that I'm like, where I like pulled you aside or Max aside. And
Oh, I remember
did
that,
it.
but I don't like. I also similarly like I'm not afraid of like notes or feedback. Like I like them.
Yeah. Or I just mean like the only things I can remember saying are when I was like, hey, do this when like you killed him.
Oh right, like really
and like didn't
specifically.
tell or like did it out of
Yeah.
like earshot of Max so that he wouldn't know. And then so you know whatever. Obviously that's a classic trick.
Right. Well, the best. Well, if that's my negative one, I guess my best one is also it was just hot as fuck. Like.
Yeah, that I figured is an easy answer.
Like we
because
were
that was
filming
so
outside and it
fucking
was
miserable.
so hot.
That was the worst fucking day. Yeah.
And oh my god, and we didn't have like continuity, like hair, makeup, like anything.
No,
and my hair was like, and my like everything because it was so hot, like everything was changing, and we were filming out of order, and so I was like responsible for keeping track of like what I looked like, which was
Sorry about that.
which was like really hard
Yeah.
to be like. And I wasn't the only like woman on set. But at some points I was, and I was
At
like,
some points you were.
I don't know who to ask to be like, does my like concealer look weird? Like who's gonna like help me? Like
Yeah, I don't think like me or Finn would have been able to answer that
No,
question.
which is okay.
Unfortunately. Sorry.
But the best part, I mean, it was so fun.
That would look like you know you wouldn't be able to answer that fucking question. No. And
The
if you
film
did,
just
that
told
would
me I
be a
looked
huge red
beautiful,
flag.
and then we move on.
Yeah.
I think the best part, it was so fun. It was like, you have curated a really like cool group of people.
Thank you.
That are your
Thank
friends / collaborators.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I think and you should be proud of that. I
Thank
think
you,
you have
thank
like
you.
really cool people like in your circle.
Yeah, yeah.
And
they're-
I liked being in the car with everyone. Like I liked talking to everybody. It was
Yeah.
like, it was so fun.
Yeah, that's I mean, a couple of them are right here with us today. Yeah, I don't know. People ask me, like, how do you make shit all the time? I'm like, it's not even about me. It's like, I have like 5 people that are just down. I mean, obviously, like, maybe not like go to like China to do some shit, but like, you know, if I say like, hey, in 3 weeks, are you free on Saturday? I've got 5 to 10 people who are 95% of the time down. And I feel very privileged and lucky to like not only have those people, but then also to call those people my friends.
Yeah.
So I feel like, not that it's like rare or anything, but it's special. It's special. And like this project wouldn't have been possible without obviously like you, like everyone involved, but like very specifically like the crew who were there every day, you know, and sitting in the hot sun. And
Yeah.
you missed one of those outdoor days.
I know. I missed like the running around day. Which,
Yeah,
like,
you missed the
thank
running
God.
around day, which was honestly not that bad in hindsight. I was actually a lot more worried about the day that we were jumping between all the parks
That
for like
was-
sound continuity.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was nuts. The like roof was like
The roof was just terrible.
so, but it was still fun. I was still having fun, which like that's like a testament to like just everyone who's working.
No,
on
you
it.
you were definitely
'Cause
the
it was
person.
so funny. Like,
You were definitely you were having the most fun then. Which I was like so happy about because I was like, at least one person is keeping them. Because I was like, I kind of
That's
gave
so
up
funny.
with the morale boosting or whatever. Because like that's my job, right? Is just to keep everyone like in line or whatever. Not even in line, but just like up.
yeah.
But then once we got to like 11 p.m., I was like, my legs are shaking. My knees are weak. Like we just gotta go. But like you were still just kind of pretty chipper, and I was just like, thank you for like taking over half of my job because I'm not doing a
Happy
good
to.
job.
I just think like once I've had to like not like once I was truly like taken away from what I love to do, any second I get to do it, I'm like over the moon, like overjoyed about.
That's a reference. That's a reference.
Hey, but like actually like
Yeah.
and I'm glad that I could help morale, but I
Yeah.
really was just like I'm having fun.
No, I could
There's
tell.
like this is the place where I would want to be.
I was like, I think I said this to
With all of you.
Somebody, like maybe I said this to Clay like after we finished one night, but I was just like, I really love that Lily is just so excited for this.
Aw,
Because like
I'm
I'm obviously
glad.
excited because this is my thing, and like Clay's excited too because like we're working together and he likes it too. But it was like, I could tell that you were very much like down to just go, and I was like, that's great.
Thanks.
Like, there's always got to be like one person, or it's like not always, but like it's great to have somebody outside of, your director or like your lead producer that's like, yeah, guys, like let's go. And yeah, I mean, it came in super clutch on that last night.
Oh, good.
When shit was just.
I also think like if you're not having fun, like go get a job doing something else.
That's true.
That
That's
makes
true.
more money and
It's
that has
true.
like steady like
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I just try
It's a tough industry to be miserable in.
Yeah, because like, I mean, other shit makes us miserable. Like I get rejected. I have like I keep track of everything I auditioned for. I've been rejected
Are you
like
serious?
literally 500 times.
Oh my God. Wait, why? Why do you do
Oh, because I like to know like who calls me in. Like
Oh,
it's more
okay.
for like a
Oh, to know, like, I see.
just to know and to know like if I get a call back for something, I'm like, oh, so it's because I auditioned at this point and like whatever. But yeah,
when you first said that, I was
it's a
like-
long line of things that didn't want me.
When you first said that, it felt like you were saying it was like a self-flagellation, like
my
masochism.
God.
Like, I need to remind myself that I've been rejected.
No, I don't. No.
Yeah, that's
life's too
not-
hard. Like
yeah,
I don't need
it's
that.
already, It's yeah.
But yeah, it's like when you're on set, you just have to make the most of it.
It's true. That's true. Cheers to that.
Cheers.
And cheers to Finn for also being there. You get a toast, buddy? One last little segment, which I don't know if I told you about this over text or something, but I want to do a segment where we just talk about, we name one thing, it can be anything,
Okay.
that is super popular that you
Oh,
don't
yes.
like.
Okay.
Do you have one? I can go first if you don't have one.
You go first.
So I think for me, and this is not to genuinely not to shit on what you said earlier, because I think the way that you said the word earlier was actually what it should be. But I think the word community has been overused to the point where it kind of means nothing anymore.
Okay.
I think like people throw that word around. It's like therapy speak at this point, you know, where
Yeah.
like people are like, oh, I gotta find my community. You just gotta build community. You gotta build community, and then like, but what does that mean?
It's like you
what-
just need friends.
Yeah, it's like you need to hang out with like 5 people every week. Like that's like, if that's what community is, great, sign me up. But it's like people keep using this as a word as like, especially in relation to like other buzzwords like creatives and like your discipline and your practice or whatever. And it's just like,
Yeah. Your
what are we
craft.
really? Yeah. Like what are we really talking about here? Because like whenever I see people like at community gatherings, what it feels like is not like, hey, it's like this big group getting together. It feels like 7 different cliques. It feels like high school of 7 different cliques sitting at the lunch table, and then like we're in like a bar or like a gallery or like a theater or something, and those 7 people are hanging out over here, and then you got the other 5 people over here, and then like 4 people here, and then maybe like one of them has like a mutual over here, and then maybe there's like, I don't know, one of them went on a date once, but then that's it. You know what I
I
mean?
feel like I'm watching Curb Your Enthusiasm. But like, yeah, sure, yeah. No,
And
yeah.
I think like,
It's like, is it community or are you just at like a backyard party?
right. Which is fine. That's the thing, is like, that's fine. But it's like, I hate it being used in that like therapistic way or whatever,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
You'll find
that's
your
all you
tribe.
need. Right. It's like, you mean like have friends? Like, yeah, you should have friends, but like, don't like vaunt it to this like other thing of like, these are gonna be the people that you like, you spend the rest of your life doing stuff. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
you mean your friends.
Right, like you have friends, coworkers, maybe. Well, community is like it's like a church. Like if we go like or like a.
See, I don't have any
Right?
reference point for that because I was
Okay.
not religious growing up.
Okay. Okay. No. Okay. I might not agree with you, but I
You
like.
can
I'd like
disagree
to.
with
I'd
me.
like
No,
to
no,
hear
no,
what
no.
you're saying.
What do you disagree with?
I don't actually disagree.
This is where we're trying to engagement farm here, man. So
Yeah.
like, we
No, I
could-
actually don't really like necessarily disagree. I just like, I think, I guess like terms don't bother. Like if someone needs to say like they're finding community,
Yeah.
if that's what makes them feel good, then like I don't really care.
Yeah, that's also true
Like
too.
is like whatever you got to do.
Yeah. Right. I feel like it's just like
Like if you watching football every Sunday and like getting hammered is community, like that's cool. Say
that's
that
your
for
community.
you. That
That's
could be
your community of brothers.
Yeah, I'm in a fantasy league, so I'm like not
Are
even.
you?
I'm in 2.
That is your community. Wow, that's
That's
crazy.
my community. I'm taking. Wait, well, no, I'm really dedicated to the league, and I'm taking it really
Okay.
seriously.
You're
No, but yeah, but it is like it is a therapy speak. I agree with you. Sure, why not?
I just like, I don't mind it when people talk about it. Like if we're just friends talking and hanging out and whatever, and that word comes out, I'm like, whatever. It like, it troubles me, I guess, whatever, when I'm at like a panel with like execs from blah, blah, blah company and blah, blah, blah agency talking to people like us, being like, you need to find your community. And it's like, you don't know what that means.
Yeah.
You get paid 6 figures to send emails and take meetings for 6 hours a day. You don't know. That's like, yeah, sure, that's a community of its own right, but like, for you to say like that's what you need, and again, this is like something that I've seen a lot recently, just going to like Q&As and stuff. It's just like, what are we talking about here? Like, you're not allowed to say that to us. You have to tell me like how I get a meeting with you. Right. And if it's like, okay, it's community, then sure. But it's like, I have my people right now and I'm working and I'm doing stuff and people, are X, Y, and Z to me and people in my community. And it's like, that's where I get annoyed by it. Cause it's like, what are you guys actually talking about?
Right.
Because it sounds like you're saying one thing, but I know that you don't mean that, and that what you're trying to say to us as advice is not actually real advice. It's what? Make friends? Like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I want to make friends, and I want to work with I don't want to work with people that I don't like. But then how are you executive at, I don't want to say any companies just in case they do want to give me a couple $1 million at some point, but like, executive at XYZ company is talking about community. It's like, all right, man, like, okay, like that's I checked out.
That's funny.
Anyway, that's my rant for today. I didn't really rant yesterday. I kind of had a weak one yesterday, but today I got that one off my chest.
That's what we came for.
That's what we came for. What is yours? Does not also not have to be as inflammatory.
Oh no, it's gonna have nothing to do with the industry.
That's also great.
I think that okay, this is this is my hot take. Mm-hmm. I don't want to hear ABBA at the club anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like over it.
Yeah.
I also like disco. Let's stop.
Yeah.
How about I want top 40. Like honestly, I want to listen to T-Pain at the club. Like we're not doing Mamma Mia.
I think that
I don't want it anymore. I'm sick of it.
Do you think it's just because we're aging out of it?
No, because you know what? I always, my friends got really mad at me. This was in the summer of 2019, and everyone was going to ABBA night, and I was like, I'm not going to that.
Wow, and you were ahead of the curve. 2019.
Yeah.
You were like, fuck that.
Yeah, and they were like, you don't like ABBA, and I was like, I like ABBA fine.
I like them just fine.
I love the musical.
Not enough to go to a night.
I think they're campy and fun. Yeah, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying a ticket to go to ABBA night. Also, I've bought a ticket to go to Taylor Swift night. So like, I'm corny in other ways, but
not
like
in that way.
I'm like the disco no words music like. Why aren't we like grinding anymore? Like let's listen to like either like I like electronic music or like let's listen to like nasty hip hop.
Yeah. I agree. I went to what's that fucking club on 14?
Whoa.
It's like second.
On the west side?
No, Beauty Bar, the disco spot.
Oh, okay.
I like went like 2 or 3 years ago because somebody was there and I was like, all right, I guess I'll go. And I was like, I walked in and I was like, I made a mistake. I made a huge mistake.
Yeah.
I walked in and like it was already late. It was like 1, and I was like, oh, and everyone was like 18. Everyone was like freshmen.
I went there in college.
Exactly.
I went to NYU.
Well, it was like all NYU kids, and what was I, like 24 at the time? I was like, bro, I can't. What are we doing here? Like, what? Why? But everyone was loving it. So that's why I asked if you think it's an age thing. But if you were on that in 2019.
No, like but everyone my age loves ABBA too, and like I like ABBA. Okay, I'm really centering ABBA, but it's like
It's more just anti-disco?
Yeah, well, like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
I want to listen to, like, dance, like, fun. I'm sick of it. Like,
You're sick of it.
We can't listen.
Get rid of ABBA. No more.
Abolish ABBA, no. I think they're fun. I think they're great for the culture. Like, I think they're fun, funny. I love Mamma Mia. I love musical theater.
Right.
I do.
You can't turn your back on that.
The ABBA community is going to come for me hard. But
is there really? Yeah,
but I just think like if I'm going out, I want either like nasty like beats or like I keep saying nasty. I've never said that before tonight. But I want either like
I know what you mean.
Like I don't want disco.
Yeah.
Like that music, and then ABBA makes me feel like I'm at a wedding or a bat mitzvah, and I want I want to listen to shit that you can't listen to when your parents are like in the room.
Yeah, classic bat mitzvah music right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
I yield my time. Thank you.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, Lily, for being here.
Thank you for having me. Cheers.
Break a leg on your set. Well, I guess by the time this goes up, you'll probably be wrapped up. But I hope everything goes well.
Thank you.
And hopefully we can see unnamed comedy film in theaters and on streaming next year.
I hope so. I'll let you know.
All right, bye.